Today I'm going to be installing this sander, this large belt sander, onto this table. What I'm going to do is I'm going to attach the motor in a similar arrangement, similar to this scroll saw. So my plan is to build a deck. I've already started here. I've already installed a couple of scrap pieces of 3/4 inch plywood across there, and I'm going to build a deck across here to set the motor on. I got the two 2x4s cut. I got them just held in place right now with some clamps. These 2x4s are going to have 4 slots cut in them. I'm going to mark right here. Going to be 4 slots, and okay, I got the slots in there, but you'll notice that the the 2x4 here is slanting down at 14 degrees because it's mocked up here at the same angle of these legs. So in order to fix that, I've got to cut these 2x4s at a 14-degree angle from this corner. To set up, I got the saw blade at 15 degrees, and I'll be running this brace through right here. It's a pretty iffy setup, and I certainly don't recommend it, but here goes, and we're going to get it all on tape. Okay, if we have any safety Nazis out there, if you tell me that my sawing technique was a little dodgy, don't expect me to defend myself, because you're absolutely right. The notches are in and they're level. They're 1.5 inches deep and 1 inch wide. I'm going to be putting cross members across here. So now I need to cut 4 pieces of wood, 1.5 inches wide, or inch wide and 1.5 inches deep. Well, I got the boards cut. They exactly fit in these slots. Now I just need to cut them to length. Okay, now you can see the concept. The next operation is to attach these braces here, to the plywood right here. I'm going to use carriage bolts. Well, I'm attaching those braces with carriage bolts. You probably already know this, but when you get your carriage bolts, when you get them in, you can trim them to size by just attaching a pair of vice grips to them and just bend them a couple of times, and they come right off. I got the foundation in now. Now I need a piece of plywood that is 16.5 inches wide and 20 inches long Oh no, now what do I do? I cut out this plywood, but now I can't get it in here. Huh. Now what do I do? Well, let me tell you, if the average guy is probably wondering why I put these slots in these boards and install them that way, and the reason is because I can now take these slots out and bring this piece of plywood up and install it just like that, and put the little braces in behind it, like that. Well, here's the theory. I got the deck put on here, and I've put a smaller piece of plywood on the inside. This will be hinged. This piece of plywood will be hinged there and there, and then at the front edge it'll be free to move up and down, and then the belt will come off this motor. This motor is non-reversible. It's counterclockwise, and so it has to go through this notch right here, and then the belt sander will sit up on another deck that I'll be building on top. So the next operation is to attach the motor to this piece of wood and hinge it in the back. I've decided to work on the deck that the sander is going to be sitting on the top deck. These are the boards I'm going to use. Next thing is to stick them together. Putting biscuits in the when I tack these boards together. How you do that? I always lay my boards out on a flat surface and number them so I know where to put them back. And then wherever I want to put the biscuits, I draw a line across the joint. And that way, when I put the biscuits in going both ways, they'll be lined up. With biscuits, you have a little wiggle room, but not a whole lot. I've decided to go with 36 biscuits instead of 18. How that works is I cut the first row like this on this MDF here, and then put this piece of oak down, and that becomes a spacer for the second row. Now it's just a matter of putting glue down. Oh, while the top deck is drying, I went ahead and attached the motor to the pivot board, and I installed the hinges. Now the top deck is stuck together. The glue isn't completely seasoned yet, but it's stuck together good enough for me to work on it. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to attempt to reach under there and trace the hole where the blade comes, or where the belt comes through. And I'm going to cut that out with a jigsaw. Okay, let's see how it came out. Okay, right there is where I'm going to I'm going to put a hole right through there and cut it out with a jigsaw. Well, there's the top. If you look down through that hole, that's where the motor's going to send the belt up. Okay, now I've got to figure out how to attach this top to this metal frame. Well, as you saw, I put the top on with lag bolts. Put 3 lag bolts on each end. Up here at the top, you can also see the construction that we went through earlier today. We are about to observe a drum roll. I got the hinges in there. I got the belt on there. It's all lined up. The next thing I need to do is attach the sander to the top. Okay, we do deserve a drum roll now. Ready to hit that start switch. Alright, so this is another fun project we had today. We got a little bit of everything. A little bit mechanical. We built a sturdy deck. We jerry-rigged a fan belt on that motor. We even did a little bit of joinery with this deck there. So, thanks for watching, and stand by for the next project.